Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is the video about Native American Heritage Month. So we are now about to be 4 days in. We are 4 days in. It is now November the 4th. So I'm not going to be able to do special shit for this month, but only because I'm focusing on graduating and I like to graduate and have my brain power focused on getting through school and all the other shit that comes with it. So that way everything will be straight. But Happy Native American Heritage Month. If you are indigenous to America or Native American, regardless of your tribe, this month is for us. However, I will say I'm a little bit upset that they put us in November. And that's only because when I was a kid, after finding out that I was Native, Thanksgiving magically became my favorite holiday. And it stayed my favorite holiday until I was roughly about 25, 26, almost 30 years old. And the thing that turned me from Thanksgiving was, besides getting fired on my day off from Sears, the thing that turned me away from Thanksgiving was this commercial with these young Native women all sitting at this table for Thanksgiving. The spread was beautiful, yo. The spread was beautiful. I can only tell you what happened in that commercial. I never saw coming. And as a person who's also poor black, I know how important you don't waste food. No. So when these young ladies, I think it was like between 7 and 13, it was a lot of them. They were really young. They were younger than me. When they flipped that Thanksgiving table with all that food, they just went everywhere and started talking and started talking. It's a documentary. You can find it. I don't know the name of it, but you can find it. It opened my eyes. I was like, I've been lied to all this fucking time about Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving was the only legal Native American holiday. So it kind of fucked me up when I found out that that's not how it was. It wasn't like it is taught to you in school about the Pilgrims and the Indians. It's not like the Plymouth Rock story at all. It's probably closer related to Swanto, but that's also been stretched also. So yeah, kind of you got to go with Swanto one way or the other. You just kind of got to go with Swanto and decipher your own opinion on that. It's a good story, but Swanto learned English the hard way. Let's just put it that way. So, I mean, this is our month. And as a mixed native, I kind of have to absorb myself in this and try to be polite about it. But at the same time, I'm mad as fuck because you put Native Americans in um, this month. Thanksgiving. There's something else that's being celebrated this month, but I can't remember what it is. I think it's like breast cancer awareness. I'm not going to swear to it. But there's also something else and something else. And I can't remember them right now just because I want to so bad. But if I remember them, I'll make a video about it if I remember I said this shit. So I better write them down when I remember it. And then, there's just so much bullshit and covering up behind it that I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not going to celebrate Thanksgiving anymore. Now, as far as my job and Thanksgiving, when I got fired on my day off, I got fired on the same exact weekend the movie Friday came out. I went to go see that movie Friday, and come Sunday, I didn't have a job. But they fired me for shit that I did after Thanksgiving and before Thanksgiving, where I told a coworker to go wash her ass. And the long and short is this: the day before, because I worked 5 days a week, the day before, I went and cleaned the bathrooms. And in the ladies' bathrooms, it is a very vile and disgusting thing. And you would think that as beautiful as women are, as sweet as women are, as nice smelling as women are, and how sexy we all love women so much, you would think that their bathroom would be the cleanest things on earth. Nothing could be further from the truth. You had PMS bags all over the floor. Some of them had blood oozing out of it, like women just did not know how to change their personal items down in other regions. And the worst part of that is that you had women who played in shit and smeared it all over the walls, which I had to clean up. So one of the co-workers there who worked in the back doing like stock or whatever, she came at me crosswayed one day. And she straight told me that I wasn't cleaning the bathrooms well enough. And I said, well, my shift is over. I will fix it tomorrow. So when tomorrow came, I went through about 4 or 5 cans of the generic scrubbing bubbles. And every toilet had a toilet seat with about that much foam between the seat and the air. I assumed that it all was going to dissolve by the time everybody started coming in because I came to work at 5. Bathrooms were done by 7. And I started with the men's bathroom first because it's like 2 stalls and 3 urinals, a couple of sinks. I like just sprayed that shit on there and wiped it all off. But with the ladies' bathroom, you have to get that, like, you have to get every fucking stall, even the handicap stall. All of them are like a fucking army needs to be in there. If you want it done in 10 minutes, you need a person for each stall. Each stall had its own issue. A lot of stalls had more shit on the walls, which you'd have to plop off with one of those dough scraper thingies. And you wouldn't think that women lived like that. You really wouldn't. You would think that there was like some barbaric ass dude in there that was just nasty. No, it was women. It was women. Women was the nastiest bathroom I ever cleaned in my life. Women were just nasty, and you wouldn't think that someone who has to sit to pee and poop could miss the toilet. Well, lady came out the next day after not having the stuff clean enough. Well, I got to the ladies' bathroom. I loaded that motherfucker with so much soap. Now the sinks, I cleaned all the foam off the sinks, but I left all the foam I could on all the fucking toilets. And so I went in to clean the men's bathroom. The first day I literally cleaned the men's first, and then I cleaned the ladies' bathroom. The next day I cleaned the ladies' bathroom first, and then I cleaned the men's bathroom, which is why I thought that the foam would go away long before the lady came. So as I'm done out the men's bathroom, the lady comes out the bathroom, and I am sorry because my memory got a little twisted. I had a couple of concussions, but anyway, she came out the bathroom, and she said, "Do you know that there is foam on every one of the toilets?" And I said, "Ma'am, yesterday you told me that the toilets weren't clean enough. Now you're telling me they're too clean? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I cleaned them toilets from stem to stern. There is so much soap and foam on them toilets that you can eat off of it. Jesus can eat off it. The whole damn Catholic party can eat off of it. If you still think they're too dirty, then you need to go home and wash your ass." I did not know that would come back to bite me in the ass. I had a Thanksgiving party, which they could have still walked like 90 steps to get the shit they needed to clean up the Thanksgiving party, but they didn't do that, which also sent me on a warpath. And their manager, big tall Amazon woman who was stealing from them the whole time, but I'm the one that got fired. Her name was Gail. Hi, Gail, mean ass bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. There are 3 women that I use that word for, and they've earned every fucking letter in that damn word. Gail's like number 1 with a bullet. Actually, no, Miss Deal is number 1 with the bullet. Actually, Miss Jones. If I go in order, Miss Jones is number 1 with a bullet. Then Miss Deal, and then the Amazon Gail. All right, but any other woman, I don't use the B word if I can help it. So after that shit, it all came back to bite me in the ass. So my guy who got me the job, his name was Rick, talks to me. He's like, "Hey, look, can you work on Saturday?" He's like, "Nah, guys, I got my younger brother that I have to watch." He's like, "All right, can you come in Sunday?" I said, I can come in Sunday." He said, "Good. Can you make hours Sunday?" He's like, yeah. So my half-breed ass comes into work and he works me like a fucking dog, yo. Everything that I never ever done before, I had to do on Sunday. And he just hovered over me and making sure that I got the shit done. Then he gave me this pamphlet and told me he'd see me on Monday, but he wasn't going to see me because he knew that by the time I got home and read that pamphlet, I would be fired. And so I got fired on my day off. But the moral of the story is, I had to clean up on Thanksgiving, but I wasn't invited to the Thanksgiving party. I'm part native. I no longer like Thanksgiving. And all this shit happened that caused me to get fired from my job at Sears. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Be seeing you. I don't know when this will be posted.